But also, just seeing people not necessarily come out of the woodwork, but we're seeing players at which Bubsy is saying, you know, I don't actually recognize you.
Ooh, it depends, because the Mishima Dojo has the best music, in my opinion.
Really?
But I'm a big fan of, well, actually, I guess the Mishima Dojo as well, because I like having the standard square space, but the walls are sick too. So I quite like that.
Oh, Devil Jin versus Jin are we going to see?
Maybe.
It's a fight of good versus evil.
That's exactly what we are going to see. Awesome.
Oh, this is a real match as well. Okay. So here we go. Real Menace, once again, this player with strong fundamentals in fighting games in general. And that was a good setup. Right there, if you I believe if you quick rise that, you're in a world of hurt for that. And Menace just sitting there, being patient.
Now, in theory, Jin should be a character that Real Menace is quite familiar with. So I'd be very surprised if we don't see... if we see unfamiliarity here, I would be surprised.
I really feel like Menace has some of the best defense we've seen today. Where it's like, he is making himself so incredibly hard to hit, but his movement is so crisp, and the fact that he just sort of dances within that effective range of his own moves, while at the same time staying just out of range of his opponents. However, I think the difference here, that level of play is going to be weird when these characters have similar normals. You know, they have similar buttons to each other, so can you truly be outside of an effective range when you're fighting a similar character? Or are you going to be at risk all the time? And
it's one of those mirrors that's not a mirror, because they are technically different characters, but they do share some properties, so it's kind of like... If you're playing footsies to the point that you're in range of their normals, it will be the range of yours as well. So I guess it's almost a bit more dangerous in that respect.
He's going to get the wall splat right there. Doesn't get a huge amount of damage to come off the low, but... Oh, wow. Tagged by the launcher. Now we're just speaking of damage. CKT Arsenal is going to get much more damage in that situation. Banner passport, card service. Something's happened to the machine. Here we go.
Oh, wow. That was a really, really strong round.
Menace again, just sitting there waiting, tagging a couple of lows. Nice use on the grab as well. Now, I do think we are actually seeing a lot less of Menace dancing like in between and more just like sidestepping left and right. Yeah. I think he understands the range of these normals are similar to each.
Oh, but does get tagged by the low. Looks like he crouched it, but stood up just before, unfortunately, so still got hit by it.
I wonder if there was going to be a follow-up attempt there, or whether Arsenalty was just going to sort of let it rock and try and get Oki instead. Respecting the frames. Oh, that was really very clean, actually, enforcing those plus frames, those two God Fists afterwards, just for good measure.
Full combo from Jin, moving in. Oh, gets the low as well, tags him.
He caught him pressing buttons, and that could not necessarily the round, but he's going to get tagged by the low anyway. He got a nice read there. He got a nice read on what was going to go on. There we go, the transitions happened. Menace just looking for his time to press buttons, but Arsenalty just really poking him down. Catches the low sweep. This is another bag of damage. He might get the wall on this. He does indeed. He goes for the setup instead. Real Menace gets tagged. One more substantial hit might put one game on the board.
Solo. Real Menace gets the launcher though. Has Rage behind him. Has the wall as well.
Arsenalty being very careful. He's not going to overextend and go for a wake up. I think Real Menace getting tagged by the launcher. And there we go. One game's going to be on the board for Arsenalty. And again, this is losers semis. We are in loser territory now. Whoever loses this game is going to go home and is not going to make it out of their group.
I mean, this is where it gets really dangerous. You know, when you are one game down, loser side, the pressure starts to add up.
Also making himself particularly tricky to open up. But if you're going to be playing a character, you're going to be familiar with, you know, you're going to be familiar with those buttons. Now, we talked about character changes and how Menace hasn't before. He's gone to Bob.
Oh, I see.
I think in the situations he's stuck at using Devil Jin anyway, he was doing a good job of, even though he was struggling somewhat, he was doing a good job of still staying at that magic range, with punishing with God Fist, harassing the opponent, just being that brick wall. But Arsenalty is looking particularly harder to whiff punish.
Yes, definitely.
So with that in mind, is Menace going to try and just go for outright mix-ups now?
Well, he doesn't seem to be sticking out too much buttons to be punished for, but Menace gets a full combo there, gets the wall as well.
Yeah, things are definitely looking a lot better for Menace right now. Gets the grab as well, gets the wall splat. We're going to see a full combo right here. Very respectable damage. The wake-up Rager, I mean, it's going to connect. It's not going to do a huge amount of damage because he's not almost dead. He still has a lot of life left. But now he's got this entire round to take with no rage available, so it's going to be quite a tall order.
That's actually not a terrible situation to get hit by the Rage Art, though, because Real Menace literally had 100% life, so you basically cashed out on the Rage Art, but have lost the bonus damage from Rage completely. So not too bad.
Oh, the movement from Menace is incredibly crisp right now.
There's the whiff punish, looking for it, finally gets it. Is he going to send him through the stage? Yes, he is.
Doesn't quite get the wall because he's not far enough away from it. Trying to go for the launching again. Assembly he is checking with as many of those lows as possible. Menace getting hit by all of them. There we go. Are we going to see a third? Another one. How many low kicks is he going to take before he starts?
That's exactly why. 3 lows immediately followed by Electric Fist.
Boy, do we feel like Menace will take those lows all day unless he's almost dead?
I mean, he took 3 of them and blocked the fist, so clearly he's willing to. But goes into the Rage Art. That's probably going to be the round.
That's it. That's game over. That's going to be the round 2. Absolutely. They do scale more in this version. They do scale more. But
they do, of course. But I mean, at that low health, it's very unlikely you're going to survive it.
Menace trying to either get a punish or just press a button, but it's not going to come out.
Oh, wow. That's a hop kick.
That was a clean whiff punish from Arsenalty. Good stuff.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, misses the follow-up. Oh, blocks the low.
Oh, Menace runs straight into a God Fist, but he's by the wall already, so he's not going to take the max damage.
Oh, whiff punishes the throw. Doesn't get max damage again, but still chipping away.
Not going to trick him into the wall, but he's going to get the grab anyway. Not a bad situation for Menace to be in. Oh, both players just literally, again, dancing around one another, looking for that magic button to catch, but...
Oh, good throw tech. That kept him in. Oh, good trade for Real Menace. Manages to snatch the round up, finish things over.
You can definitely see that I think the Bob pick was smart. It was just going, well, I can't really enforce the kind of game I want to play. He's playing a very similar game against Arsenalty. It's just that he has a different pool of buttons to choose from, which is clearly doing a good service for him. Trying to challenge. He's not going to try and challenge with the button press. He's challenging with a sidestep instead. I think just in case Arsenalty presses a button, he's going to get the wall though. He's going to get the crush. No whiff punish from Menace. Trying to do something. Nice throw tech. He has got rage. If he makes a comeback, it's going to be right now.
I do really like how right after Arsenalty broke the vines there, he positioned himself to make sure he splattered Menace against the wall though. Really, really good movement.
And that's going to be match point for Arsenalty. He's really not giving Menace much to work with. He's not getting launched anymore. He's blocking those sort of rising buttons.
The majority of Real Menace's damage in round 1 just came from straight whiff punishing, so it looks like Arsenalty is just being really careful about which buttons he's giving him now.
Chucks out the low. Good catch on that. Has him in the wall. That's going to be respectable damage. What's the Oki? Catches him with the punch once again. What's the Oki? Goes for the low. Good block.
Oh, there's a throw. Gets the tech at last minute. Gets a launcher. It is going to scale a bit, though.
I think Menace is going to have to make one hell of a comeback, but it's looking bleak, and Menace goes home. And Arsenalty moves on.
Good stuff. I do believe it was Batty up.
The giant swings take more than 5 minutes.
I'm not sure. The loading times are actually, even though this is a pre-release version of the game, obviously, the loading times actually aren't that bad.
I feel like
this is arcade version 1.5, apparently. So we are going to go straight into it.
Yep, here we go. And
oh wow, straight in with a giant swing.
The question is, does he tech? No, dude, I'm a big fan of actually doing the early giant swing, because if you're not looking for it almost immediately...
I mean, look at the life deficit already. It's been like 10 seconds of the round, and we're already down 55%-ish health.
Oh, nice check on the God Fist, though. He's going to sit at a safe range. Batty just sort of dancing in between, looking for something to whiff. Maybe gets it. Nice tech on the suplex, though.
I really like Batty's placements for his throws. Really, really smart. And again, another throw.
They've been immensely on point. I don't even think it mattered if he teched there, or if he even could, because he was dead. Like, he had nowhere near enough health to take it. Oh, nice punish on that low. Here we go. That Tekken 7 stuff. Let's not forget, Poland did actually have some qualifiers or some tournaments. So this guy would have played Tekken 7 before, I'm almost willing to bet.
Well, this is definitely Tekken 7 King we're seeing. Really optimal stuff. Shining Wizard again. Life is just disappearing.
Whipping the jab, almost going in. Nice interrupt there, though, from Arsenalty.
Misses the follow-up, but gets a nice chunk of damage beforehand.
I actually like how Batty, he's actually pressing very minimal buttons.
That was a really nice sidestep. Arsenalty is going to steal this round away. Is that going to do enough? Yes, it is. Wonderful stuff.
I feel like Batty's doing a good job of not really pressing much buttons. He's looking for the right time to actually do something. And it all coming down to either launches or grabs, with the occasional stagger in between. Oh, and he gets another one. Yeah, finally gets the tech on that giant swing.
Oh, there's a Shining Wizard again. That's been on point, Batty. Oh, there's a sidestep again. Full punish.
He's going to get the tail spin. Doesn't quite get the follow-up, potentially because King was knocked to the side. I'm not too sure. Oh, he tries to follow up and misses it, but there is going to be no punish from Arsenalty. Get to tag, but his back was too, and he whiff punishes the Rage Drive. And again, just like that, Batty is 2 rounds up on Arsenalty.
Good stuff all around, though. Tried to use the Rage Drive to catch him out, but just unfortunately it whiffed. There's a giant swing again. Is he going to get the tech? Oh, no, he isn't. Huge damage.
Almost completely half. Almost, that's like quite a read on the power crush, thinking maybe Arsenalty was going to press some kind of long-range button. Doesn't get it. Oh, and he gets it again. Can he even tech in this situation, or he can hit the wall?
Oh, that is death.
I love that move. I like that move a lot.
It just does, especially if you don't get the recovery as well. You don't get the tech when you hit the ground to reduce the damage.
And character select.
I think we should just ignore that for now.
Is the end nigh? Will the world end in 2 minutes? Our Tekken 7 world will end. Well, I think also, I'm pretty sure Batty really wants that run back. Because, I mean, it was a close game. It came down to one final read. It came down to a clutch neutral crouch that Spaghetti Rip did. In that situation, he could have just
wow, that slight step back to make the hop kick whiff. Wonderful stuff from Batty into a full combo. Chunky damage, and the wall as well. All gets the low, tags him twice.
And that's one of the additions that King did get in Tekken 7. That little low stomp, taking a little bit from his mate Armor King. It's a very useful tool for him to have in Tekken 7 to just establish that low check.
Wow, there we go. I mean, it's all coming down to the Shining Wizards. Just ridiculous amounts of damage just out of nowhere.
Arsenalty starting off with a sidestep. Really good movement here. Another sidestep, but no whiff punish.
Oh, there's a giant swing. Yes, gets the tech.
Both players being extremely careful. Right there, Arsenalty eats a launcher. That's going to be a nice amount of damage right here. Is he going to go for the powerbomb? He is. That's going to do a nice amount of wall carry too.
Basically even things up just like that. Oh, wow. Batty steals the round back again completely, taking it to match point already. 1 round away from getting his run back against Spaghetti Rip in the loser's bracket. Arsenalty has 3 rounds straight to make it.
Oh, that neutral crouch was a really nice piece of execution right there. Just taking that small step back.
Oh, nice.
Arsenalty looking for a better corner carry, punched him towards the wall. Looking really good, but oh, is that a giant swing in rage? Is he going to get the splat? Where's it going to go?
Bravo's on the ground, goes to the low grab.
Doesn't get it. Oh, wow. That's going to be it. He's going to take the game. Not necessarily gets the low. I was about to say, the use of that rage drive was actually really smart because he didn't use the rage drive for the damage. He used it to set up the low grab, which would have won him the game.